Hey, and welcome to the Solid Verbal. Now would be a perfect time to consider subscribing. Yeah, that little subscribe button for year-round premium college football content. That's it. Here's the video. Enjoy. Subscribe. Let's talk about Michigan State, who has a coach who is still early on in his tenure, but there has been buy-in financially from the school, or rather, I assume a prominent booster, with a lot of dozens of guaranteed
Let me
millions.
stop you right there. You right there. Full on freak out.
Okay.
Full on freak out.
All right. Talk me into that.
Yeah, I mean, last season was a renaissance, and perhaps raised expectations to a level that wasn't sustainable. We did question that in the preseason. We looked at the over-under. You know, Michigan State was in a situation similar to Baylor when you looked at the over-under, and I don't know if either of us really bought it that they could be that bad. I think it was like a 7 over-under. I think you were a little bit more concerned about the Spartans than I was. But what we are seeing happen, what we have seen happen now, despite the fact that Mel Tucker was aggressive with the transfer portal, went out and tried to add pieces where it made sense. I think he did so in a really logical way. What we're finding is that he did not quite catch lightning in a bottle the way he did in 2021.
Right.
That it can be hard to go out and add those pieces and just meld everything together via the portal. And furthermore, that some of the changes they tried to make on defense to make this thing work a little bit better, offer a little bit more resistance, has not worked. Has not worked. So I don't know if it was a luck situation last year. I'm not inclined to say that it was, because they had really good players. But so far this season, it has not shown any real signs of building towards something better. They're not getting better as the year progresses. It kind of feels like they're going in the opposite direction. For example, they've got a game this week in week 7 against Wisconsin. Talk about two ships going in different directions. Albeit Wisconsin just fired their coach, but had a big time win, a 35-point win against Northwestern. That was my lock last week. Right?
Wait, hold on. That's
hold
a
on.
symbol of a new direction.
Shut up. No.
Okay.
I'm saying good vibes.
Okay.
Good vibes. New coach, good vibes. I think that's going to continue for Wisconsin this week. I think they're going to throttle Michigan State. And Michigan State, again, I can't help but fight the feeling that they're reeling a bit here. So if I'm a fan, I'm probably freaking out about that, because not only does it question this season, and again, are we going to a bowl? Like, what does it look like for the short term? But suddenly I'm asking, all right, is this model that Mel Tucker is building here sustainable?
I'd say full on freak out as well. And not because I don't think Mel Tucker is a good coach, and not because I don't think they have good players, but because halfway through this year-ish, everything has gotten worse, right?
Exactly. That's my point, right?
There were things that were like, you know, the defense last year that was pretty disappointing, but they were able to win despite that for the most part. Passing game, running game, defense up front, talent level, ability to stay competitive in games against, like, losing the way they did against Washington has somehow aged poorly because Washington has gotten, you know, the perception of Washington has gotten worse. And so I don't think Michigan State should consider moving on, but I think there should be some changes behind the scenes with what the architecture on offense looks like, what they look for in the portal, what general vision looks like for the next couple of years, because you should full on freak out with the depth of competence in the Big Ten. Michigan State taking a couple steps, 3, 4, 5 steps back. It's freak out worthy.